What's going on, ninjas? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a few days since the last time that I made some content, but if that is not interesting, that is just not interesting. But something just came out that I'm pretty interested, and that is gonna have a sale. This parade is a play to earn parade, and I know what you're gonna say, Ninja. Play to earn parades are not hot anymore. We are not in 2019, and they're just not doing anything, just losing money. And I feel you, I get you, you're pretty right. If you're not into play to earn games, next. But this one is different for a lot of reasons. Pretty good fan base, active socials, pretty interesting sale, powered by, this is gonna be one of the places that I'm investing a lot of price already in games. Real utilities, powered by really big names in the space, and overall feels like things could go the right way for this. Only 10% of the supply is going to be going into circulation at TGE, and overall I feel like this one could do well long term. Remember, pre-sales usually gonna dump at the beginning, then they're gonna recover over time. We saw that with every single pre-sale. 90% of them, including Pump Fund, which is $1 billion pre-sale. And these small market cap pre-sales usually also are dumping these days because this category is not the hottest. And pre-sale itself or themselves are not getting too much attention because people are just not that into pre-sales. They want gambling, fast, easy money. In other words, meme coins. But this one is actually pretty interesting. And now, I'm going to be investing on the sale, which is going to start on December 8th. CryptoRank says December 7th, but Gems says December 8th in an X post. You guys can see it right here. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm a little bit confused on what this actually means. There is some misinformation here between two sides, but nevertheless, I'm just following Gems, and once they actually update this, I'm gonna be ready to invest. And I don't really care too much about what happens on X or the information or misinformation on CryptoRank. Now there is a few sales that are trying to raise $7.5 million. The sale that is gonna happen in the coming days is the private sale and community sale, I believe. They're gonna raise, you guys can see here, $2.5 million. There's gonna be 2 more sales later on. This is the cheapest sale. So from this sale to the ICO launch, you're gonna be on 100% profit already with your investment. Remember, there is lockup 0% at TGE, 6 months cliff, and then vesting. So for 18 months, you're not gonna be getting any coins if you invest in this sale. So not ideal. I'm investing just a little bit in the sale and then try to buy and trade in any of the other sales. Officially this one, especially this one, because it's just the highest TGE like release, which I'm pretty interested about, is 40% TGE and 1 more cliff, and then we have the pre-sale, which is 20% TGE with 12 more vesting. Now this is too much for the current market condition. I don't really want to have my money locked for that long, but you can just trade at TGE, and then you can trade, of course, on launch. Now I believe that this is gonna launch on Ethereum. I'm pretty sure about that. There's actually a lot of information about it, even though it's powered by Polygon, and of course you can find more information here about the other partner, which is really there. I talk about it a lot, and it looks like it's pretty hot for the ecosystem, which is Immutable X as well. So, why players and investors want CHU? This is the native coin. So, free utility, access to premium content, events, staking, and in-game rewards, proven transactions, 90,000+ monthly active users, and explosive ARPPU growth. Now, this information, I cannot check it out. I cannot ensure that this is real or not. They can just say whatever. This is outdated as well, because this sale was 2 things why it may be not real. First, because they can say whatever they want. Second, because this is updated because they created this page a few days ago. Fair launch, only 10% of the tokens are going into circulating supply at TGE, which means that less sale pressure. Less sale pressure is really important for every sale, because it means that less people are going to be selling, and those who are buying is going to shadow, for example. It's going to be, the buy pressure is going to be bigger than the sell pressure, which is what you want. That's how you make money if you invest on one of these sales. But remember, the cheapest one is 0% a year, so you're not going to be getting any coins. So keep that in mind. Immutable and Polygon Power, and it's pretty interesting. Now, the next thing that I like is that I never install a game in my computer because I trade crypto, and I have MetaMask wallets and Phantom and this and that, Binance. But this is no wallet to start, no installs, no crypto barriers, just click and play and earn. And that's exactly what I did. Actually, I'm in the game right now. I just log in with my ex. Be careful of that as well, but this one looked legit, so I did it. There is missions that you can do. It is pretty good. There is a lot of really interesting stuff going on here. I'm not exactly touring too much into the game because I'm an investor. I don't really care too much about the game, but it's gonna be up to you guys if you like gaming or not. There is a shop if you actually want to spend some money. There is mini games as well. There's a farm here, and you can find more information about it. And there is actually a lot of there is referrals. There is an ambassadors program. There is multiple ways to get involved. One, you can be an investor on the sales. Two, you can be an ambassador program. You can be an ambassador for the project. Third, you can be a community member if you actually want to support or whatever. Fourth, you can be a gamer. You can create your avatar and start actually earning the native coin as well, and start earning other things that they are giving here as well. And I mean, there is multiple ways that you can actually use, and there is a lot of users farming and here and there. But for myself, as you guys already know, I'm just an investor. I don't really care about anything else. I don't have time to play games, to play this game. But if you have a little bit of time, test it before you actually invest, which is really good. But you guys can see there is a store. You can spend money as well, of course. And we saw this with Telegram as well, but you can actually, it's on browser, which is really good. It's fast, it looks great, it feels great, and it's just pretty interesting. So keep that in mind. So there is some information about the launch and what happened before, the roadmap, the tokenomics, which they are great, but not that massive. Now, ecosystem play to earn 20%, liquidity and market maker reserve 3%, public sale 5%, marketing and partnerships 8%, which is not bad, but it's a little bit on the high side. Treasury, strategic reserve is 9%. Staking rewards 10%, community round 15%, private sale 15%, and team and advisors 15%. So essentially the team is gonna have at their hand, at their power, this 15, marketing 8%, market makers, of course, and also the community rewards and the treasuries. They're gonna have a lot of 40% maybe percent of the supply is gonna be on their power, which may be locked or vested or maybe just used by maybe on multi-sign wallets. Who cares? But what I'm saying is tokenomics are so not that great, and the community runs 15%, private sale 15%, and these are big sales. The public sale is 5%. So around 35% of the coins are gonna be locked, are gonna be sold, which is a lot as well. 10% of that is gonna be a TGE if they actually follow through with this, which I do hope so, because it's actually powered by gems. And it is fine. Not ideal, not great. I would like more simplified tokenomics. This. Show me locked or vested links, and that's what I would prefer, but you don't always get what you prefer. So it is what it is. Powered by Immutable X. You can see here a new word. You can find the information on the website. $100,000 made by players with 500,000 plus players. We cannot check this information. It can be true or not. Who cares? but well, we care, but I mean, we cannot check it out. So we're just gambling at the end of the day. Presales are gambling as meme coins, but they're just a little bit safer. Trusted by Trustpilot. Who cares about Trustpilot for a game as well? Chinese community sale while this is live. You can see here, backed by a lot of ecosystem. That rather, of course, this is for media, PR, blah blah blah, stuff like that. It doesn't mean too much anyway, but it looks good, it looks professional, and it means that a lot of people, when they see this, they're gonna be investing, and they're gonna pump your bags, which is something that, of course, I'm looking forward to. But it can go the other way, and most likely it's gonna go the other way, where we're gonna see a 50, 60% dump and TGE, even 70%, and maybe after that we're gonna recover. So I'm just investing 30% of whatever I want to invest in the project on the sales, and 70% if I see a massive drop, and then I'm just gonna be investing bigger, because that's how I used to save. I just cannot lock all my money with a 0% TGE, or I just cannot lock all my money with 20% or 40% TGE waiting for a pre-sale to do well, because the reality is that pre-sales are not doing well. And once you realize that, your life is just going to be better. Keep that in mind. Free to play. It is a really well made and really interesting game where you can find a lot of information here, and community members. They are everywhere. There is a lot of social presence, social PR and marketing and stuff like that. And it is a really well and complete project. That's what I'm trying to say. It is really cool. But at the end of the day, it's just a gamble. You gotta realize that. There is a generous reward program. When there is actually ability to CFA monthly payment, you can get monthly payments, even though I'm not exactly sure what CFB means. But whatever you are trying to do, you can actually get involved, and you can become an ambassador for sure. And also, they have been on X since 2021 as well, which 12,000 posts at this point. They are a business verified on X, so it got the hype. It is hype. It is interesting. The sad part is that it's a play to earn game, which is not hot by any word of the imagination. But I still have a pretty soft place for these games, because I made so much money before 2019, which I still gambling, and 90% of the time I lose money with these play to earn games, but sometimes they do really well, and when they do well, they really do well. So that's what I will be expecting here. It could go two ways. Now, before I finish, I'm gonna tell you a few things. First, I'm gonna leave all the links down below in the comment section or in the description on the video as well. You can go ahead and find it, research. Do not invest after you watch this video just because you're watching the video. Understand that with the project, even myself, I don't understand it fully. I'm just on the tokenomics here, doing the regular checks that I do, and just gambling. But if you actually want to play the game, connect with the team, join socials, talk with them, just overall, get yourself around the project and try to understand everything if you are not willing to lose your money, because that way you can actually be safer, and you can really take like, okay, I can lose my money, or I really like this and I'm going to be investing, or I'm pretty sure that it's going to do well, or this is crap and I'm out. Take always your own responsibility and always make your own decisions. That's what I'm going to tell you. Second, I'm going to be investing, as mentioned, a little bit on the sales, and then on the TGE date, or once it just drop a little bit more, because I do like the project. It is interesting, it is hyped, and it just looks like it could do well long term, even though that seems highly unlikely, because play to earn games by default, they are in they just inflationary too much. Inflationary is crazy. They always give rewards for the game, and it's just not ideal. Tokenomics are not great, and usually they drop more and more over time, because it is just not a great system. And there is a few games that have done a well tokenomics, a well-built tokenomics, and a well system for play to earn games, where the rewards are not given in the native token, and then everything is not sold on the open market, and it's a mess. So I really gotta dig in a little bit more to give you more information. So make sure to subscribe, like, and of course keep on come back, because I'm gonna be making a little bit more content about this one. Also, there is all the projects for the upcoming week that I'm gonna be trying to make some content as well. So keep that in mind. Now, final thoughts. Still a gamble. You can make money, you can lose money. It is really interesting. It is really well made. It's been on the market for a long time. It is a business verified. It is on gems, where they actually do pretty good DDs as well. The game is live. No installment needed. No BS needed. For example, at least my process to play the game, I didn't see any BS around the game itself. And it's just overall one of those projects that just gets your attention. But one problem is they're trying to raise too much money. The market conditions are not great. They are on Polygon, but I believe the token is going to be launching on Ethereum. I'm not exactly sure about that, but that's what I heard here and there. And overall, I will be really careful, because things can really go south if this is too much of a big race. And just be careful. That's what I'm going to tell you. And also remember these TGE updates, these TGE releases, because they will be crucial for you as an investor. Now, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the project? Do you like it or not? Do you think this is a good investment or not? Or do you think that I'm for investing in this? Do you think that I'm crazy, or that I just don't know anything about crypto? Whatever it is. Now, see you guys later for more content. I'm going to be trying to make more content in the upcoming days, but only if I find something interesting. Not trying to share every BS coin with you guys, just things that I personally invest as well. So that's gonna be it, and see you later. Have some fun, have a beautiful day, and stay ninja.